السلام علیک یا علی بن موسی الرضا. ایوان تو روی شانه خورشید است، گلدسته تو نشانه خورشید است. چشمش که به گنبد تو روشن شد ما، دریافت که خانه خورشید است.
سلام بر تو ای ملکوت فروتن خداوند در سرزمین من. سلام بر تو ای پاره پیکر پیامبر. سلام بر تو ای سلطان سرزمین مهر. سلام بر تو ای مولای مهربان و بیکران، ای پناه ایران.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد لله رب العالمین. الحمد لله كما هو أهلا، والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وخاتم النبيين أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين. دعاء في إمام الزمان عجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف. اللهم كل وليك حجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى في هذه الساعة وفي كل وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويل برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. صلاة على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. أما بعد، فقد قال مولانا حسين بن علي عليه الصلاة والسلام: خرجت لطلب الإصلاح في أمة جدي. صلاة على محمد وآل محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. Dear brothers and sisters, today we have gathered here to commemorate the martyrdom of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wassalam in the haram of Imam Ali ibn Musa Rida alayhi salatu wassalam. And here we give our condolences to his mother, the Lady of Paradise, Sayyidatu Nisa'i Ahlil Jannah, Sayyidatuna Fatimatu Zahra, Salamullahi alayha, and his son, the savior of humanity, Hujjat ibn al-Hasan al-Askari, Ajjallahu ta'ala farajah al-Sharif. And especially we give our condolences to Imam Ali ibn Musa Rida alayhi salatu wassalam, whom we are in his haram. Brothers and sisters, our subject, as it could be understood from this great saying of Imam Hussain, that Imam said, "Kharajtu li talabil islahi fi ummati jaddi." Imam is informing us that why did he leave Medina. Imam is informing us why is he leaving grave of his grandfather. Why is Hussein leaving grave of his mother? Why is Imam Hussein leaving grave of his brother? Why is Imam leaving Medina? Why is Imam going to Makkah? Why is Imam going to Karbala? Karbala, where there is water, but son of Saqiyul Kawsar is stopped drinking from it. Karbala, where there are palm trees, but children of Hussein are stopped from eating it. Allahu Akbar. Imam is informing us that why I'm going to Karbala, why I'm sacrificing myself, why I am giving such a great sacrifice. Why Hussein? Did you ever think that why Imam Hussein sacrificed his suckling child? Did you ever think that why Imam Hussein sacrificed his young son Aliyun al-Akbar? Why did he sacrifice his suckling child Aliyun al-Asghar? Now Imam is informing us that I'm giving such a great sacrifice. I'm sacrificing my suckling child Aliyun al-Asghar. I'm sacrificing my young son Aliyun al-Akbar. I'm sacrificing my beloved brother Abbas. I'm sacrificing my beloved brother's beloved son Qasim ibn al-Hasan. Allahu Akbar. For what? Definitely Imam had an aim. He had a purpose. He had a goal. That's why he's giving such a great sacrifice. And here Imam did not wait for the historians to come later on and write and say anything they want to say about event of Karbala. Rather, Imam himself is informing us that why is he going to Karbala? Why is he leaving Medina? Imam is saying to his brother, Imam wrote a will he gave to his brother Muhammad ibn Hanafiya. In that Imam informed us that why Imam is going to Karbala. What is the aim of Imam? What is the purpose of Imam? What is the goal of Imam? Imam Imam is saying, oh my brother Muhammad ibn Hanafi, Imam wrote in his will, Imam is saying, Anni lam akhruju ashiran, wala batira, wala zaliman, wala mufsida. Oh my brother, I'm not going to establish or create injustice or cruelty. I'm not to create sedition or division for what you are going. Rather, I'm going, kharajtu li talab al-islah fi ummati jaddi. I'm going to reform my grandfather's nation. I'm going to guide my grandfather's nation to the right path which my grandfather introduced them. I'm going to stop them from committing sins. لِإِصْلَاحِ أُمَّةِ جَدِّي, to reform my grandfather's nation. Imam came to Karbala. Imam left Medina for what? To guide us to the right path which Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam introduced us. Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajjal farajahum. This means Imam gave such a big sacrifice, such a great sacrifice for what? To stop us from bad things, to stop us from committing sins, to stop us from going to wrong path. Allahu Akbar. And now just imagine, just think for a while. Imam gave such a great sacrifice. He sacrificed his suckling child, Ali al-Asghar, to stop me, a Shia, a follower of Imam Hussain, from committing sins. Now if I am saying, if I'm claiming, if I'm declaring that I am follower of Hussain, I am Shia to Hussain, and I'm committing sin, and I'm doing something wrong, I'm looking at namahram, I'm committing adultery, I'm drinking alcohol, if I am committing any kind of sin and I'm saying that I'm follower of Hussain, I am follower of Imam Hussain, I am Shia of Ali, I am Shia of Hussain, do you know what am I doing? By my actions I'm hurting Imam Hussain, because by my actions I'm going against the aim of Imam Hussain. What was Imam's aim? لِإِصْلَاحِ أُمَّةِ جَدِّي. خرجت لطلب الإصلاح في أمة جدي, to reform us, to guide us to the right path, to stop us from committing sins. And I am a Shia and I'm committing a sin, so I am by my actions hurting Imam Hussain. I'm hurting the lady Zainab Salamullahi alayha if I commit sin, if I do something wrong. And here I remember one of the great scholars, one of the great mujtahideen. He wrote a book, and in his book he said about Imam al-Mahdi Ajjallahu ta'ala faraj al-Sharif, the Imam of our time. He said that Imam al-Mahdi, he sheds tear every day many times for Karbala. Imam al-Mahdi, the Imam of our time, he sheds tear for Imam Hussain. He sheds tear for the event of Karbala. He sheds tear for Ali al-Akbar, for Ali al-Asghar. He sheds tear for Karbala. But the main point which is related with us, this great scholar said that every day, whatever we do is being brought to our Imam. Allahu Akbar. Means Imam every day looks at our actions. Imam looks at books of our actions. Whatever we do, good or bad, Imam looks at our actions every day. And do you know, this great scholar is saying that when Imam al-Mahdi looks, a person, a follower of Hussain, a follower of Ali, a Shia to Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, is doing something good. He helped an orphan, he helped a widow, he did something good, he's praying namaz at-tahajjud, he's doing something good. So Imam becomes happy. And Imam says, oh my God, this man, this Shia has pleased us. He had made us happy. Oh my God, you also make him happy. But do you know what happens? Sometime when Imam looks at our bad actions, Allahu Akbar, a Shia of Hussain is looking at namahram, a Shia of Hussain is eating haram, a Shia of Hussain is becoming rude with people, Allahu Akbar. When Imam looks at our bad actions, do you know what happened? Imam again sheds tears. Oh my God, Yazid was our enemy, Shimr was our enemy, Ibn Ziyad was our enemy. They hurt us, they oppressed on us, but this person, he is claiming, he is declaring that he is Shia of Hussain. He's pretending to be our Shia, but he is hurting us in the same way as Yazid did. Allahu Akbar. If you do, if I do, if we do the same thing what Yazid used to do, if you listen to music, if a Shia is involved in gambling, if a Shia is involved in adultery, in fornication, if a Shia is involved in any kind of sin, if a Shia is doing the same actions which Yazid did, so he's hurting Imam. Imam says, Yazid was our enemy. Yazid is our enemy. He was hurting us. But this is Shia. This is our follower. He is saying, I love Hussain. But by actions, he is hurting Hussain. What do? We curse on the enemies of Imam Hussain. Yes? We curse on those people who oppressed Imam Hussein, who were cruel with Imam Hussein, who killed Imam Hussein. We curse Yazid. What do we recite in Ziyarat Ashura? We recite, Allahumma al'an Shimra, Allahumma al'an Yazid al-Khamisa. Oh my God, curse on Yazid. Now what's the meaning of this? When we curse on Yazid and also we curse on his bad character. This is a very important point I want to tell you here. When we curse on Yazid, we curse on the bad character of Yazid. Yazid was Sharib al-Khamr. Yazid was Mu'linun bil-Fisq. He used to commit all kinds of sins in front of people. Now if I'm cursing on Yazid, if I'm saying Allahumma la'an Yazid khamisa, oh my God, curse on Yazid, so I'm also cursing on his bad character. And if I am cursing on Yazid and I'm doing the same bad action which Yazid used to do, then think for a while, am I Husseini? By tongue I'm saying I am Husseini. By tongue I'm saying I'm a follower of Imam Hussein. But by action I am not. Allahu Akbar. We curse on Shimr. Allahumma la'an Shimra. Now we have to pay attention that why Shimr became mal'oon. Why Shimr became the cursed one. Why? Because he used to love money. Money. He used to love wealth. He used to love to become a wealthy person. And if you look in the history, Shimr was with Imam Ali in the battle of Siffin. Shimr, the cursed one, the one who killed Imam Hussein, he was with Imam Ali. Now, he was also injured in that battle, and if he would have been killed, historians would have written that he was a martyr. But do you know why did he join that battle? Why did he join Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib? Because he knew that Ali is victorious of Khaybar. He knew that Ali is victorious of Badr. Ali is victorious of Uhud. And he knew that Ali will definitely be the victorious of Battle of Siffin. So he said, if Imam Ali will be successful, he will be the victorious, I'll get Male Ghanimat. The money which the victorious party used to get from defeated party in that time. Male Ghanimat. He came because of money. He joined Imam Ali because of money. And then when he wanted to kill Imam Hussein came li islahi ummati jaddi. Imam Hussein came to guide us. Now Imam tried to guide him. Imam said, Shimr, don't you know me? Don't you know who am I? He said, yes, I know you. Imam is continuously guiding us. Till the last moment Imam is trying to guide the ummat of his grandfather. It has been narrated, it's in history, that when Imam was injured, a black man came, he wanted to kill Imam Hussein, cut Imam's head. Imam looked at him and Imam wanted to guide him. In the last moment, Imam said, oh, black man, you look like Bilal, mu'adhdhinu Rasulillah. The man said, Ya Allah, I've come to kill this great person. And he's saying, I'm like Bilal. He didn't kill Imam Hussein. So in the same way, Imam wanted to guide Shimr because Imam knew, if Shimr kills me, he'll go to the fire of hell. So Imam was trying li-islahi ummati jaddi, to guide him. Imam said, oh Shimr, do you know who am I? Shimr said, yes, I know. Who am I? You are grandson of Prophet. You are son of Fatima Zahra. You are son of Ali ibn Abi Talib. So Imam said, you know who am I? So why are you killing me? Shimr said, because Yazid will give me money. Allahu Akbar. Because of money I'm killing you. Allahu Akbar. Now here we have to pay attention that we as a Shia of Imam Hussein, we shouldn't love money more than Hussein. I'm Shia of Hussein. I don't love money more than Hussein. I don't love my house more than Hussein. I don't love my son more than Hussein. I don't love my children more than Hussein. I don't love my wife more than Hussein. I don't love anyone in this world more than Hussein. And this is what God Almighty ordered us in Surah Shura. قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا إِلَّا الْمَوَدَّةَ فِي الْقُرْبَى. You have to have Mawaddatul Hussein in your heart. And do you know there's a difference between Mahabbat and Mawaddat? Muhabbat is lower degree of love. Mawaddat is highest degree of love. Mawaddat mean extreme love. Allahu Akbar. When Mawaddat comes, all the muhabbats are sacrificed. Allahu Akbar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا إِلَّا الْمَوَدَّةَ بِالْقُرْبَى إِلَّا الْمَوَدَّةَ فِي الْقُرْبَى. Allahu Akbar. Now who are qurba? Definitely you might ask this question. Who are qurba? Who are qurba of Prophet whom we should mawaddat with? Who are Ahlul Bayt of Prophet? So this question Prophet, peace be upon him, also was asked. Prophet was asked, Ya Rasulullah, who are qurba? And we can find this narration in Shia books and in also Sunni books like Imam Fakhruddin Razi has written in Tafsir al-Kabir, Zamakhshari has written in Al-Kashaf, Jalaluddin Suyuti has written in Tafsir Durr Mansur, Tafsir Sa'alabi, Tafsir Sam'ani, Tafsir Abu Sa'ud, and many Sunni writers are writing that Prophet, peace be upon him, was asked, Ya Rasulullah, man humul qurba? Who are your qurba? Whom we should do mawaddat with? So Prophet said, Hum Fatima, Ali, Hassan and Hussain alayhimus salam. They are Fatima, Ali, Hassan and Hussain alayhimus salam. And we see mawaddat of Hussain in the hearts of mothers of Karbala. Now you can understand what is mawaddat. I said mawaddat means where you sacrifice your muhabbat. Mawaddat means where you sacrifice your love, where you sacrifice your muhabbat. And you can see this in Karbala. In Karbala, you see that mother of Aliyun al-Asghar, Rubab, she loved Aliyun al-Asghar. Love of mother is respected love in the world. But she said, I have mawaddat with Hussain. Mother of Qasim, she loved Qasim. But she said, I have muhabbat with Qasim, but I have mawaddat with Hussain. This is what God asked us. Allahu Akbar. And this mawaddat of Hussain will prevent you from committing sin. Mawaddat of Hussain, if I had mawaddat of Hussain in my heart, if you had mawaddat of Hussain in your heart, it will stop you from committing sins. How? Now, for example, Shaitan is trying to misguide you. Nafs Ammara is trying to misguide you. As you know, every person has two powers. One is ruh, the second is nafs. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, قُلِ الرُّوحُ مِنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي. Ruh is order of God who takes you to good thing. And nafs is a bad power. قُلِ النَّفْسُ إِنَّ النَّفْسَ لَأَمَّارَةٌ بِالسُّوءِ. Nafs is bad power which takes you to bad thing. So every person has nafs and ruh. So now just imagine, just think for a while, your nafs, devil, shaitan, they are trying to misguide you. A shaitan is saying, nafs ammara is saying, look at Namaharam, go and commit this bad sin, go to club, go to pub, do these kind of wrong things. Shaitan is trying to misguide you. Nafs is trying to misguide you. Now you want to go, but if you had mawaddatul Hussain in your heart, do you know what will you say? You will say to shaitan, or nafs ammara, I am not going to commit this sin. Because if I commit this sin, I will go against the aim of Imam Hussain. Imam Hussain sacrificed his suckling child Aliyun al-Asghar to stop me from committing sins, and I go and commit the same sin? Allahu Akbar, no. Imam tried to stop me from committing sins. Imam sacrificed his life, his family, to stop me from committing sins, to stop me from fire of hell, to guide me, and I go and commit the sin. Allahu Akbar. Mawaddatul Hussain will stop you. As you see in the day of Ashura, many people say today is Ashura, we have to pray. Today is Ashura, we will never miss our prayers. Today is Ashura, we will help the orphans. Today is Ashura, we will not commit any sin. Today is Ashura, we will not look at the Namahram. But listen to this message. Kullu yawmin Ashura, kullu ardin Karbala. Every day is Ashura. Don't just try to stop yourself only in the day of Ashura. Okay, because today is Ashura, I'm not going to commit sin. No. Kullu yawmin Ashura. Every day is Ashura. Every day you should think that Imam sacrificed his life to stop me from committing sin, to stop me from going to the wrong path, to guide me. Allahu Akbar. If you just think, if I'm committing sin, if I'm Shia of Hussain, if I'm doing something wrong, if I'm committing a great sin, if I'm disobeying God, if I'm going wrong path, if I'm committing any kind of sin, just think, if Bibi Sakina, Lady Sakina, the little daughter of Imam Hussain, the 3-year-old daughter of Imam Hussain, if just she asked me, oh man, oh woman, why did you come without hijab? Don't you know, my father sacrificed everything that you could do hijab to guide you. My father sacrificed my suckling brother, Aliyun al-Asghar, for what? To guide you, to stop you from committing sins. But why did you commit the sin? Why did you do wrong thing? Now, just imagine, what will you reply to Bibi Sakina? If she asks you, if Bibi Zainab Salamullahi alayha asks us this question, that we sacrificed everything to guide you, that you don't commit any sin. Why did you do that? Didn't you think about us? Didn't you think that what a great sacrifice we gave to stop you from committing sin? So whenever shaitan tries to misguide you, just imagine, if I commit this sin, if I do this wrong thing, Imam will become unhappy from me. By my sin, I'm hurting Imam. By my sin, I'm hurting Bibi Zainab. By my sin, I'm hurting Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. I'm hurting Imam Al-Mahdi ajjallahu ta'ala farajah sharif. Salat al-Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Muhammad. So the aim, you've understood the aim of Imam Hussain. What was the aim of Imam Hussain? What was the purpose of Imam Hussain? The goal of Imam Hussain? Imam said, "Kharajtu li talab al-islah fi ummati jaddi." And then he said, "Uridu an amura bil ma'ruf wa anha 'anil munkar." Very important message of Imam Hussain. Please pay attention here. What did Imam say? He said, "Uridu an amura bil ma'ruf wa anha 'anil munkar." Allahu Akbar. Imam is saying, I want to do amr bil ma'ruf, nahi 'anil munkar. And amr bil ma'ruf, nahi 'anil munkar is not an ordinary thing. It's very important. Let me tell you the importance of amr bil ma'ruf, nahi 'anil munkar. Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam is informing us the importance of amr bil ma'ruf. Imam is saying, if you keep and put all the worships, salat, saum, zakat, khums, hajj, all the worships, prayer, fasting, going to hajj, put all the worships on one side and put amr bil ma'ruf, nahi 'anil munkar on the other side. So all these worships are equal to one glass of water. And amr bil ma'ruf, nahi 'anil munkar is equal to the water of sea, equal to the water of ocean. It's very important. And Imam is also saying, this is my message. Do amr bil ma'ruf. If you see anything wrong, go and stop them. Tell them, no, don't do. If you see a woman is not doing hijab, go and ask her to do hijab. If you see somebody is not praying, go and ask him to pray. Allahu Akbar. And there's a very important point which I want to tell you here, that this amr bil ma'ruf, when you see somebody is not praying, asking him to pray. When you see somebody is not doing hijab, asking her to do hijab. This amr bil ma'ruf is lower level of amr bil ma'ruf. Okay? Imam came to inform us about the highest level of amr bil ma'ruf. And what is that? That is this, that if you see a cruel person, a cruel king, an oppressor, a dictator is trying to do something wrong, is trying to do something against Islam, something against religion, something against humanity, the biggest, the highest level of amr bil ma'ruf is that you should dare to go in front of that dictator and say him the right thing. You see a dictator, a cruel king is doing something wrong, you should dare to go in front of him and tell him the right thing. And this is what Imam Hussain did. Imam Hussain saw that Yazid, the cruel, the oppressor king, is trying to make all the people his servant, to make all the people his slave. So Imam came with the message of freedom. Imam did amr bil ma'ruf, nahi 'anil munkar. Imam said, "Oh Yazid, don't think that Hussain is not alive. Hussain is alive. Hussain is coming with amr bil ma'ruf, nahi 'anil munkar." This is message of Imam Hussain about freedom. Imam said, Yazid, you cannot make anyone your slave. You cannot make anyone your servant. No one has this permission in this world to make somebody his slave or his servant. Allahu Akbar. Yazid was trying to do the same. He was a dictator, he was an oppressor, he was a cruel king. He was trying to make people his servant, his slave. But Imam did amr bil ma'ruf and told him that no, you are not allowed to do this. So Imam gave this message to humanity, that all the people are free. You are free. No one is allowed to make you his servant. No one is allowed to make you his slave. But now let me tell you something else. There are two kinds of slaveries. Two kinds of slavery. One slavery, when Yazid is trying to make you his slave, okay? In this kind of slavery, you understand that this person is trying to make me his slave, and you try to free yourself. You try for freedom. But the second type of slavery, which Ahlul Bayt Imam Hussain informed us, the second type of slavery is slavery of nafs ammara. Very important. Yazid was trying to make somebody slave, okay? Yazid was trying to make the people of that time his slave. The people of that time were feeling that, yes, Yazid is trying to make us our slave. Okay? Yazid is trying to make us his slave. But the slavery of nafs, you don't feel sometime. And this is the worst type of slavery. Allahu Akbar. Like Nafs Amara is saying, go to wrong path. Hit this person. Be rude with your father. Be rude with your wife. Nafs is saying all these bad things. As I told you, Nafs Amara, inna Nafs al-Ammaratum bisu. Nafs Amara takes people to the bad thing, to the bad path, to bad deeds, to bad actions. Now Nafs Amara is saying, do this, do this, do this. And the person is doing. So he's slave of his nafs and he's not feeling that. This is the worst type of slavery. Imam came with the message of freedom. Imam said, nobody in this world can make you his slave. But be careful, sometimes some people became slave, servant of their nafs. And be careful and don't become slave of your nafs. Don't become servant of your nafs. Inshallah, hopefully we'll talk on the aim of Imam Hussain, goal of Imam Hussain in next speeches, inshallah. I think I've talked a lot, and if any brother has any question, they can ask. Salat al-Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Wa ali Muhammad. Yes. Bismillah.
Excuse me, as you told everything about the tragedy of Imam Hussain and about the Ashura, I'm going to ask a question of you about what was the reason the Yazid asked Imam Hussain to follow me, to follow our Lord, and to accept my allegiance. Yeah.
Okay, I got
and
it.
then to accept that.
It's
What was
very
the reason,
important,
the
yes.
main reason of that? You would
Okay, it's a
please
very good
explain.
question. That we were talking about Imam Hussain, Karbala, and what happened in that time. So brother is asking that why Yazid asked Imam Hussain to accept his allegiance. It's a very important question. Because Yazid was thinking that his dad Muawiyah has made people so materialistic and worldly and dead that people would not say anything. Whatever Yazid wants to do, he will do. And actually in this case, Yazid was right. He asked Imam Hussain for accepting his allegiance, and people did not say anything. And this is what Imam Hussain said, خَرَجْتُ لِطَلَبِ الْإِصْلَاحِ فِي أُمَّةِ جَدِّي, that the nation have become dead. He wanted to give them life. But there's a very important point that Yazid did not know the hidden secret in the martyrdom shahadat of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam. That if you look in the world today, that nobody takes the name of Yazid. Everywhere you listen, the name of Hussain, Hussain. Nobody likes to name his son Yazid, but you see many people like to name their children Hussain. Salat al-Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Excuse me, sir. My question is, what was the main aim of Yazid behind the allegiance?
Okay, this is also very good. It's related to the first question. Our brother asked that what was the main aim of Yazid behind the allegiance? Okay, he asked Imam Hussain to accept his allegiance because he was thinking that his dad has made people materialistic and worldly. But what was his aim? Now, listen to the reply. It's very important. Actually, Yazid was a king, okay? His dad left him as a king. Yazid as a king, as a ruler, as a hakim, he did not need to ask anyone for allegiance. Very important. Yazid as a hakim, he did not need to ask anyone to accept his allegiance. And although people already accepted him as a king, in the time of his dad Muawiyah, even the residents of Medina, they accepted him. They did bay'at with Yazid. They accepted his allegiance. Imam Hussain did not accept him even as a hakim, as a king. He did not accept him at that time, neither after that. So people accepted Yazid as a king. So now what was Yazid trying? What was the aim of Yazid behind this allegiance? He was trying to introduce himself as Khalifa to Rasulullah. Very important. And this is dangerous. Yazid was a king. He didn't need anybody's allegiance to prove his kingdom. Although Imam Hussain did not accept him. But Yazid was trying to introduce himself as Khalifa to Rasulullah, as Caliph of Prophet, as successor of Prophet, peace be upon him. And this was dangerous. Do you know what would happen if Yazid would have been successful in this aim, in this purpose? Now, if Yazid would have been successful in proving his claim, his wrong claim that he's Khalifa to Rasulullah, what would happen if he would have drunk alcohol, wine, which is not allowed in Islam, if he would have committed adultery, if he would have done anything wrong, people would say he's Khalifatul Rasulullah. It's very important. He was trying to destroy Islam. He was trying to destroy religion. He was trying to destroy Islam. And that's why he was trying to prove himself. I can summarize my sayings in one sentence, that Yazid was trying to hide his bad character, his bad actions, his bad deeds under the label of Khalifatul Rasulullah. This was the main point, that he was trying and asking Imam Hussain to accept his allegiance. Because now even the whole world, if the whole world would have accepted Yazid as Khalifatul Rasulullah, and Imam Hussain would not have accepted him as he rejected him, then it was useless for him. That's why he was asking Imam Hussain to accept his allegiance. And if Imam would have accepted him, this means, yes, he was Khalifatul Rasulullah. Although he was wrong. He wasn't Khalifatul Rasulullah. The Khalifa of Prophet was Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wassalam. That's why Imam rejected his allegiance, because Imam knew his wrong aim. He was claiming to be Khalifatul Rasulullah. He was claiming to be Caliph of Prophet, successor of Prophet, and Imam did not accept him. That's why his aim was destroyed. Salat al Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Excuse me. Did Muawiyah ask Imam Hassan to accept him as the Caliph of Prophet?
Okay, again, mashallah, the questions are related to each other. Brother is asking that as Yazid asked Imam Hussain to accept his allegiance and accept him as Caliph or Prophet, the brother is asking, did Muawiyah did this to Imam Hassan? Did Muawiyah ask Imam Hassan to accept him as Caliph or Prophet? No. Why? Because he was clever. He knew that some companions of Prophet are alive. Companions of Imam Ali alayhi salatu wassalam, Ashabu Amir al-Mu'mineen, are alive. And if he would have introduced himself as a Caliph or Prophet, as Khalifatul Rasulullah, they would have definitely uprised against him, because they knew that he's not Caliph or Prophet. But Yazid was thinking, no, people are dead. And actually this was the main point. It's right. Because in 20 years, Muawiyah made people so materialistic and worldly, they became dead. That's why they didn't say anything when Yazid asked Imam Hassan for allegiance. No, he didn't ask Imam Hassan. Muawiyah didn't ask Imam Hassan, because he knew the companions of Prophet are alive, companions of Imam Ali are alive. They would not let him to do this. Salat al Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Any other question? Because I think we're late.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you for the opportunity which offer us.
You're welcome.
I have two questions. May I request you to respond briefly. What was the main reason due to which Imam Hussain alayhi salam rejected to accept the Yazid allegiance? And second question, why Imam Hussain accept the war and started war, and Imam Hassan accept the peace and soul?
It's a very good question, and it's a lovely question. Okay, brother has asked the first question, that what was the main reason that Imam Hussain rejected to accept the allegiance of Yazid? Brothers, it's clear, it's obvious, as also we can see in the sayings of Imam Hussain, when Imam Hussain said in front of Marwan and Walid that how can I accept the allegiance of Yazid? Yazid, rajulun sharibul khamr. He drinks alcohol, which is not allowed in Islam. Yazid, qatilun nafs al-muhtarama. He kills innocent people, which is not allowed in Islam. It's wrong. Islam is saying, man qatala nafsan bighayri nafsin, faka'annama qatala an-nasa jami'a. If you just kill one person, man qatala nafsan bighayri nafsin, faka'annama qatala an-nasa jami'a. If you just kill one person in Islam, Islam is saying, if you just kill one person, one innocent person, it is as you kill the whole humanity. He was doing against Islam. Qatil nafs al-muhtarama. Imam said, mu'linun bil-fisq. Imam said, Yazid is mu'linun bil-fisq. He's committing all these sins in front of people. He's doing all the wrong things against Islam. How can we accept somebody like this as a caliph, as a hakim? He's wrong. And Imam introduced himself. Yazid is such a bad person, and I am Ahlul Bayt al-Nubuwah, Ma'din al-Risala, Mukhtalaf al-Malaika, Mahbat al-Wahi, Allahu Akbar. I am from Ahlul Bayt al-Rasul. Now understand who are Ahlul Bayt. Ahlul Bayt are so great. Understand what's the status of Ahlul Bayt. What is the rank of Ahlul Bayt? Ahlul Bayt are so great that they are masters of angels. Ahlul Bayt are orphans helper. Ahlul Bayt are masters of fountain of heaven. Ahlul Bayt are interceder of the day of judgment. Ahlul Bayt are heir of Quran. Ahlul Bayt are successor of Quran. Ahlul Bayt are explainer of Quran. They are speaking Quran, natiq Quran. How someone who is in Ahlul Bayt, Hussain, who is from Ahlul Bayt, he accepts the allegiance of Yazid? No, impossible. Imam himself said, "Mithli la yubayu mithla." Someone like me cannot accept someone like Yazid, because he's sharib al-khamr mu'alin bil-fisq. The second thing I have told you, that Yazid was trying to introduce himself as a caliph or prophet. That's why we've talked a lot about this question. So Imam did not accept his allegiance because Imam knew what he wanted to do. Your second question, why Imam went to fight and why Imam Hassan did not fight? Very important question. Usually people ask and they say that Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein, they were brothers, but there were difference in their personalities. And this is wrong. No, it's not like this. People sometimes think a brother is not fighting, a brother is fighting. So what's the reason? Maybe there was different between their personalities. No. أولنا محمد أوسطنا محمد آخرنا محمد وكلنا محمد. They are 14, but they are one. Sometimes people say, how could it be possible? They are 14 people and you are saying they are one? I'll ask you a question. I'll ask those people this question, that we open Quran, we say, what is this? Surah Al-Hamd, Surah Al-Fatiha, this Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah Al-Ma'idah, Surah Al-Nisa. When we ask what is this, we say it's Quran. Okay? Surahs are 114, they are different, but it's overall is Quran. So Ahlul Bayt, one is Imam Ali, one is Imam Hassan, one is Imam Hussein, but kulluna Muhammad. So there's no difference in their personalities. It's not because that Imam Hassan's personality and Imam Hussein's personality was different. Actually the main, inshallah we'll talk on this topic later on, the main thing was situation. It's very important. The situations of every time was different. Situation in the time of Imam Hussein, situation in the time of Imam Hassan, it was great difference between these situations. And there were two kinds of situation. A situation of enemies and situations of friends. Sometimes they're good friends like Habib ibn Mazahir, and Imam Hassan did not have these kind of friends. And sometimes enemy like Yazid, and sometimes enemy like Muawiyah. So the main thing, the situation were different, the situations of enemies, the situations of friends. So I think we'll inshallah hopefully talk on this topic. We don't have enough time. Hopefully in the next lectures we'll talk also about this, inshallah. Any other question, brothers? Yes. You can ask, no problem.
Please tell me that, you know that...
Okay, you didn't put mic. Or you can ask this question later on because I think we are out of time. Okay, no problem.
If possible. You know that Imam Hussein knew that if he fights, he will be killed. Why did he started fighting?
It's a very important question. It needs at least 1 hour to talk about it, but I'll tell you briefly. Imam Hussein knew. Yes, Imam Hussein knew. When Imam's brother, he came and told Imam, Imam, oh my brother, if you go, you will be martyred, you will be killed. Hazrat Salma, she told him that, oh my beloved son, you will be killed. Why are you going? Okay? I'm not going to talk about this subject, what Salma said to Imam Hussein, what Hazrat Muhammad Hanafiya said, and what other people said to Imam Hussein. But the summary of all these sayings, they said, you will be killed. You will be martyred. So why are you going? Why Imam was going, although he knew? And Imam said to Hazrat Salma, to Bibi Salma, to Muhammad ibn Hanafiya, yes, I know I will be martyred. Allahu Akbar. So why did he go? Why did Imam go? As I told you in the beginning, خَرَجْتُ لِطَلَبِ الْإِصْلَاحِ فِي أُمَّةِ جَدِّي. Imam saw that the nation are finished. The nation has been dead. The nation are not doing anything. The nation of Prophet, peace be upon him, has become dead, materialistic, and worldly. Okay? They are forgetting Islam. And Yazid is trying to destroy Islam. So Imam came to give life to Islam. Imam said, okay, I'm ready to sacrifice myself. I'm ready to give such a big sacrifice, but to save Islam. So Imam's main purpose, inshallah, as I told you, time is short. Imam's main purpose was to save Islam. Imam knew that if I don't uprise against Yazid, he will destroy Islam. And then Yazid and people like Yazid will continuously come and they'll finish Islam. Imam came to stop Yazid, but Imam did not fight only with Yazid. Imam fought with Yazidiyat, with all kind of Yazids which were supposed to come after that. Salawat al-Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Any other question, brothers?
Can I ask a question?
Yes?
You said that Imam Hussain alayhi salam said, "Kharajtu li talab al-islah fi ummati jaddi Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam." So, what kind of reforms Imam alayhi salam wanted in his grandfather's nation? Was the nation fasiq? Was the nation committing adultery? Was the nation drinking wine? When Imam alayhi salam left Medina to Mecca, people were busy in their prayers. When Imam alayhi salam reached Mecca, the people of Mecca were busy in doing pilgrimage, Hajj. So what was the problem, really?
Okay. Understood your question. It's a very good question. And hopefully it will be the last question because the time is limited. Brother said that Imam said, "Kharajtu li talab al-islah fi ummati jaddi." Okay? I'm leaving Medina to reform my grandfather's nation. But what kind of reform Imam wanted? What kind of Islah? As brother is saying, Ummat, people were praying, they were fasting, they were performing Hajj, they were performing pilgrimage. So what kind of reform Imam wanted? The nation wasn't drinking wine, the nation wasn't committing adultery, and as Yazid was doing. So what was Imam's aim? Why Imam wanted to do Islah? What kind of Islah? This is, I think, the main question. What kind of reform, what kind of Islah Imam wanted? It's very important. And I would say, brother, you said what kind of Islah? Definitely Islah and reformation is needed where there is a fault, where there is a problem. So what kind of problem Ummah had? I would say any problem bigger, greater than negligence, ghaflat. Negligence is very dangerous. Negligence was great problem. Imam came to reform. Imam came for Islah, to inform us that listen, don't be negligent. Allahu Akbar. Don't become ghafil. If you are praying, don't pray with negligence. Don't pray with ghaflat. Don't fast with negligence. Don't fast with ghaflat. Don't perform hajj with ghaflat. Don't do all your worships with ghaflat, with negligence. No, Imam came to finish negligence because Imam already knew what happens in the nation when the nation becomes negligent, ghafil. You know what happens? Imam saw that in Ghadir Khum, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad, announced the imamat, wilayat, khilafat of Amir al-Mu'mineen, and he said in front of thousands people, 100,000 people, more than 100,000 people, man kuntu mawlahu fahada aliyun mawla, whoever I am his mawla, Ali is his mawla. Imam saw that all the people accepted Imam Ali and also congratulated him, but within 2 months, 10 days, they forgot such a great event because of negligence. Imam came to inform us that if the nation is negligent, then it is very dangerous. Because of the negligence of nation, Yazid comes in power. Allahu Akbar. Imam came to inform us that because of the negligence of the nation, Yazid comes in power. And this is very dangerous. Li-islahi ummati jaddi. Imam came with this kind of Islah, that don't become negligent. Don't involve in negligence. Allahu Akbar. Now let me explain it. Imam was in Mecca and Imam was leaving for Karbala. Now, I want to tell you that some people joined Imam and many people did not. Imam came to inform us that sometime the one who is drinking alcohol, the one who is committing adultery, the one who is committing sins, yes, he is fasiq, but sometimes someone who is performing prayer, fasting, performing hajj, he also could be fasiq. Now, which pilgrimer could be fasiq? Which haji could be fasiq? Which pilgrimer could be fasiq? That one who is negligent. The one who is getting ready to go to Arafah, to continue his Hajj, to perform his Hajj, to finish his pilgrimage. And Imam Hussain is calling him, come on, Yazid is in power, and come on, let's go and save Hajj. The man is negligent. He doesn't know at which time he should perform Hajj and which time should he save Hajj. The pilgrimer is fasiq who is going to perform his Hajj but not helping Imam Hussain. He is performing Hajj which is introduced by his grandfather, and he's not helping Imam Hussain, whose grandfather introduced Hajj. So Imam came, خرجت لطلب الإصلاح في أمة جدي, to inform people that negligence is dangerous. Because of negligence, Yazid comes in power. And because of negligence, sometimes you are praying, you are fasting, you are performing Hajj. But because of negligence, Allahu Akbar, you could become fasiq. This man, all those people who were performing Hajj in the time of Imam Hussain, continuing their Hajj, to finish their Hajj, going to Arafah, and Imam was calling them. They were pilgrimer, they were Muslims, but they were fasiq because they did not help Imam Hussain. They were performing Hajj, but not helping the grandson of the great prophet who introduced Hajj. So I think it's enough because we are too late. Inshallah, we will talk more later on the subject in the next lecture, inshallah. Thank you very much. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
در آخرین قسمت سخن خوبه به این نکته توجه کنیم که وجود مبارک امام رضا صلوات الله علیه مانند سایر ائمه اطهار و اولیاء خدا عنایت ویژه‌ای در هشدار دادن اطرافیان خود به امام عصر مهدی آل محمد علیه السلام و قیام اون بزرگوار داشتند. در حالات اون بزرگوار نقل شده که راوی خدمت اون حضرت رسیدم، ایشان از من پرسیدند تو در قنوت نمازت روز جمعه چه دعایی رو میخونی؟ من دعایی رو عرض کردم. امام فرمودند که این دعا رو در قنوت نمازت روز جمعه بخوان که اون دعا در مورد فرج امام است صلوات الله علیه و دعا کردن برای اون بزرگوار است به این که خداوند زودتر امر اون حضرت رو اصلاح کنه و فرج اون حضرت رو تغییر کنه و دولت کریه اون بزرگوار رو برپا کنه که این دعا با این عبارت شروع میشه: اللهم اصلح عبدك و خلیفتك بما اصلحت به انبیاءک و رسلک الی آخره. که این نکته برای همه ما قابل توجه. وجود مبارک امام رضا صلوات الله علیه که جد امام زمان سلام الله علیه حساب شود، در این حال از همون زمان امام رضا دست به دعا برداشته بودند که خداوند بستر ظهور اون حضرت رو زودتر فراهم کنه. ما همین دعا رو با هم میخوانیم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. اللهم اصلح عبدك وخليفتك بما أصلحت به أنبياءك ورسلك وحفه بملائكتك وأيده بروح القدس من عندك واسلكه من بين يديه ومن خلفه رصدا يحفظونه من كل سوء وأبدله من بعده خوفه أمنا يعبدك لا يشرك بك شيئا ولا تجعل لأحد من خلقك على وليك سلطانا وأذن له في جهاد عدوك وعدوه واجعلني من أنصاره إنك على كل شيء قدير